Also yesterday, Donald Trump stunned his audience with mayo-brained delusions. And I challenge you to figure out what this guy is talking about. But meanwhile, the focus continues to be Joe Biden somehow. This guy's president now. This guy currently has access to the nuclear codes. Trump started talking about Los Angeles and sending them water, big water, beautiful water, in a statement that I can only describe as reflective of stunning levels of imbecility.
Time the mayor of Los Angeles is not looking too good with what the water. We just sent so much water down their way. They didn't want to take it because it was bad for the environment. I said, no, water's good for the environment. If they would have had it when I told them to get it, they wouldn't have had the fires, or it would have been very small.
This is sort of like the epitome of this simplistic thinking. How could water be bad? Water is simply good. Wow, that's interesting, Don. I never really thought about it that way. Water is good, therefore, just put water everywhere. Why even think about it? On the tariff stuff, we finally had a few days where things are like a little bit calmer, where it seems maybe this guy is not going to, put the country off of a cliff. And all of a sudden, Trump gets on the mic yesterday in D.C. and starts saying, we are not necessarily tariffing the things we should be tariffing, and they're going to be going up. And he again talks about putting tariffs on pharmaceuticals. And again, after hours trading starts getting extraordinarily shaky because of this.
25 years, they were taking advantage of us. We never did anything. But now we're doing it to them, and fairly, I'll tell you what, modestly. But we'll be taking, and we are taking in right now, 25% in cars, 25% on steel and aluminum, 25% on other things, and that'll be going up to 50, 75.
Uh-oh.
Maybe 100 in some cases. We have to get our pharmaceutical industry back. Once we establish that in another couple of weeks, it'll start roaring back. It's already roaring back because they know we're doing it. And it's really been, you've done a great job, but...
So Trump again saying, pharmaceuticals, we got to get them back. Taxes, tariffs might have to go, import taxes, which is what a tariff is. We might have to put them up to 100%. Of course, anyone with even an iota of economic understanding knows that tariffs are not going to bring anything back. We still have a federal minimum wage in the $7 range in the United States. We've got a housing crisis and lack of access to healthcare. And Trump thinks tariffs on foreign goods are going to solve our problems. It's wild. Trump also suggesting, I guess, that Robert Kraft created the New England Patriots. Created.
This won't be the fun I thought, but it is fun. I like to create. You like to create. Most of the people in the room like to create, just like Bob Kraft created the New England Patriots. He happens to be here.
Robert Kraft actually bought the New England Patriots close to 40 years after their creation. He didn't create them. It's just, do facts matter? I don't know. And then unable to get away from maybe the most triggering and titillating topic to the failed current president. He says 2020 was rigged. He's still going at it.
Also won. And I said, that's good. And then when it came time to do this, after the election was rigged, the second one was rigged, whether you like it or not. It was rigged like nobody's ever seen. And now people are seeing it. Now people don't even fight me. They used to say, sure, it's not really that nice to say. I'm an honest, it was rigged. And unfortunately, that's what happened. You look at some of the...
That's right. It was rigged by the cats. It was rigged by the dogs. And if you thought Trump was incoherent and orange during this indoor event, just wait till you see what he did outside the White House. Many of us know it can be tough to stay on top of nutrition every single day, especially when things get busy and hectic. That is why I've made AG1 part of my morning routine. AG1 has now launched their next gen formula, still just a scoop a day, but it's been upgraded with more vitamins and minerals, a stronger probiotic blend, and this is the biggest thing, clinically backed by 4 human clinical trials. Most supplements don't go through anything like that. In one clinical trial, AG1 Next Gen increased healthy gut bacteria by 10 times. It's also clinically shown to help fill common nutrient gaps, even if you eat pretty well already. I mix AG1 with water before my world famous cappuccino in the morning. Quick, tastes good, just helps me feel like I'm covering my nutritional bases. And now clinically backed with an advanced formula, it's the perfect time to try AG1 if you haven't. Head to drinkag1.com/Pacman to subscribe. You'll get a free bottle of AG D3K2, a welcome kit, and 5 travel packs with your first order. The link is in the description.